What's up, everybody? This review, we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends celebrating 85 years, the Iron Fist and Luke Cage Heroes for Hire, this little 2-pack. So here we got them in that new style packaging. We got the window where you can see the alternate heads and the different accessories, which are pretty much just the hands. We've got the side, the back with some awesome artwork. Looks really cool. Other side, same artwork, just shrunken down. Then we got the front again. Now let's get them open and check them out. So here we have Iron Fist and Luke Cage side by side outside of the packaging, and just a quick, thought on both of them. They look great. They look amazing. I mean, just a quick glance so far. The paint looks good. The sculpts look great. The articulation on them is really good. That's just a quick glance. We'll get into them a little bit deeper here in a second. And we're going to start with, let's go with Iron Fist. So here's Iron Fist outside of the packaging with all of his accessories. And he comes with quite a bit of hands, which he should. He comes with, he is one of the best martial artists in all of Marvel. And he's going to need different hand expressions for the different techniques that he's using. So each one is just a little bit different than the other. We've got this one where the middle finger and index are just slightly separated from the other two. You've got this open palm hand. Looks pretty cool. You got the closed fist, of course. You've got the definite palm hand. The sculpting in there is weird. Like right around that area. It just keeps drawing my eye. It's the same thing as the hand that's on him right now. Almost like something was there and they had to maybe pull it off from the mold. We've got another hand like this for the opposite side and another one of these. So you pretty much have the same hands. They're just left and right for both. He's got the closed mouth on him, and then you've got the open mouth expression with the, I love that they got the hair coming out the back. That's pretty cool. But really nice adding another expression. And then all those hands, you can do so much with this just off of that. And then he comes with the flame effects for his hands. Looks like they'll just work on the fist, which is cool. So let's get into Iron Fist. So this Iron Fist looks really cool. He's got really nice paint, and it's pretty simple, green and yellow with the black dragon. But I mean, look how thin that line goes through here. They could really easily tear that up, mess that up. Nice skin tone. Yeah, he's done really, really well. So you've got the nice yellow through the mask, the black outlining, the white eyes. You got the brownish, supposed to be a little bit browner. I mean, light brown, almost blondish hair. That's pretty cool. Pretty nice that you can see that on the bottom sticking out. Really clean skin paint. The fact these look almost molded in it. I wonder how they're doing it. Looks like 3 different pieces almost. The skin tone part, the yellow like flares, and then the rest of the body. But doing it like that, I guess, keeps it really clean. Same thing for the lower torso. Looks almost done like in 3 pieces. You got nice paint lines for the forearm where it stops. Got the calf break. Then I guess the feet are molded in yellow and the skin tone is painted on top of it, but the skin tone matches really well. So that's really awesome. Usually you have a problem with that matching. They'll be off. So really, really nice overall. So for articulation, he can look down pretty far, or pretty decent. I think he's got a no hinge, but he can look down pretty good. Looks up about that far. Turn your head. A little bit of a tilt for personality. I like that. Butterfly joints, which give him like crazy range, which is awesome. Gonna be able to use that a lot, especially for this game. T-pose. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Nice range. These have horizontal hinges on the wrists, and looking at all the other hands, they're all horizontal. Got a diaphragm cut that gives you some really good range of motion in there. And then combine that with your ab crunch, and you've got some awesome range, just like that. Drop down hips, leg goes out that far, comes back to neutral. Double jointed pinless knees. Calf cut. Hinge and pivot for the ankle and foot. So really awesome. Pretty cool. Get some awesome range in there. Take some dynamic poses, which is going to be great for this guy. Loving that. Now let's check him out with some of his other accessories. So I also should mention that this guy has toe hinges, but here he is with the alternate head sculpt on there. You've got, I kept the fist on there, but then you have the separated fingers, which is really cool. Looks really good. And again, most of the hands are the same, so I won't go through all of them on each hand, each arm. You know, open palm is a open palm on the left or right. But we can throw this flame effect. Oh. And with that facial expression, he looks like he's really about to do some damage, which is really awesome. And then we'll actually throw the other hand on there. I'm pretty sure we've all seen covers where he has both hands up. Like a really close close-up shot of that. Something like that. And they just slide right on over. Man, you're gonna be able to hit some awesome poses with this guy. Very cool. All right, so for comparison, we have the Iron Fist from the Dormammu wave, I believe. And then we have the Mezco 112 Iron Fist. Now these two have similar looks, the two on the ends, but they don't match the one in the middle, the new one. This is more of the classic look versus this one was a slightly more modern one. And I love the modern look. The classic one is okay. It's not bad at all. And I don't think we've had one made in a while. I think the last one we had was probably the Toy Biz one. I don't remember anything after the Toy Biz one. But we have had different versions of this style here. And I still really like this one, but it pretty much got pushed to the back like when I got my Mezco one. Similar look, but I just like the Mezco one a little bit more. I say a little bit more, but pretty much more. But we'll take a look at these two, or if you look at the height, it pretty much is going upward. So you have a smaller one, the medium, and the larger one. The Mezco one is larger even in build. This one right here on the end, the Dormammu one, was it looks really, really thin. I did like it a lot though. It is still one of my favorite ones just because of the articulation that I had. He could hit some really awesome poses, like some really cool ones. And then he could do just a lot, but he had these really cool effects. So this version is, along with this one, have the wraps around the arms, but this one had a really cool thing where, you know, the arm came off at the forearm. And then you had this awesome piece right here you could plug in. Just so cool. I love that so much. I mean, look at that. I could do that with one hand, getting him into an awesome pose like that. And then he had his own flame effects also. So they don't have to go over that hand. You know, you can put it over the other hand. Just looks cool. Just, I love that translucent hand so much. Kind of wish the rest of them had that. As for flame effects, they look like they might be the same. Yeah, they are. They're the same effects, just the new one is done in a more translucent color and looks way better. Really, really cool. So that's what this guy came with. He has a little bit of the hair coming out the back, but not as much. And that's about it. I mean, he's definitely a older body, older Spidey body. And then we have the Mezco one, which, you know, it's a Mezco figure, so he's gonna be coming with quite a bit. We won't go through all of his stuff, but I mean, look at the detail. It's got like the crazy suit. It's got the texturing in the mask. Nice texturing in the wristbands. And then, of course, he comes with quite a bit of effects. Flame hands. This one's got like a dragon head on it. This one's just a fist. But the way these plug in, they don't go over it. You actually pull the hand off and plug it in. And here's the Iron Fist with the dragon head flame effect attached to him. So as you can see, you pull the hand off and just connects right in. And this effect does the same thing, except it's got the form of a fist on the end. So really, really cool. And his flame effects are, of course, going to be probably they're going to be the better ones, the better looking material. So this one looks a little more plasticky, faded. Not terrible, but you have the new one that has the little more translucent, which looks pretty nice. Then you have one that's way more translucent. Really cool. All right, now let's check out Luke Cage. This was a huge reason I wanted this set. I don't think they really made a decent, or I don't want to say decent, a really good Luke Cage figure. There's always been something off about him, and there's ones that I have liked, but I haven't bought a Luke Cage figure in a while just because I didn't want to keep buying them and then I upgrade them, and I was just waiting for one that really kind of spoke to me. Like this was the Luke Cage, and now is that time. I really feel like this one was a really, really good Cage figure, one that I've been waiting for. The only other one I'll break out is I'll do that during comparison, but yeah, this figure looks good. I mean, you got the nice head sculpt, you got the nice shirt, the body looks good, it looks natural in the chest area, the waist. It's not like a ball waist or anything like that, or like a really short looking torso or anything like that. Nice jeans. I like the blue jeans. I don't really care for when he has like the black pants on. So I've been waiting for one with like blue jeans. A nice skin tone. Like that looks really good. Just a really cool looking figure. I mean, look at the muscle structure in the back. Like that's pretty nice. So overall, I mean, that sculpt and paint and everything looks pretty clean. Looks good. Even this part in there in the neck, like this upper torso, looks like it's done in a separate piece. Maybe to make it look so clean. Looks really nice. So for articulation, his head looks like it's on a ball peg, but it only looks down about that far. Doesn't actually barely move. Let's see if I can force it a little bit. That's with the torso. So up there and then down. Yeah, not too much. There to there. Left to right. Not much personality, maybe a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, working it. Butterfly joints, which is awesome. You get that running pose. Maybe he's bringing that arm back. Pretty nice. Butterfly joints. T-pose is really good. Look at that. Upper bicep cut. I like that they did the shirt folded up. It doesn't have to be part of the sculpt. Looks good. Double jointed pinless elbows. Bends pretty good. Horizontal hinge on the left hand with the brass knuckles that say Cage. Horizontal on the right. Ab crunch. Pretty far. Forward and back. Really nice. Waist cut. I like that. Leg goes forward that far. Not super extreme. Goes back down to neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. Hinge and pivot for the foot and ankle. No drop down hips. So that's it for articulation. This right hand replacement for accessories is open hand. You like grabbing a pipe or something. It has a vertical hinge. And the other hand that says Luke on it is a horizontal hinge too. So this other one is the only vertical. But that is it. Oh, we got the alternate head right here also. Screaming head. Pretty good detail in there. He doesn't have braces on or anything like that. It's just the way the paint's showing through the camera. But nice facial sculpt right there. On the bottom there, it has this red right here. I think That's a little weird. I wish it would have been painted brown, but I think it was just a separate piece for the teeth, tongue, and all that stuff to get the nice fine details of the paint in there. And just plug it in. But I do wish it would have been painted brown also. And here's Luke with the alternate hand sculpt on and the opposite hand with the Luke brass knuckles. So he's got the Luke in the cage. And it looks really good. Again, it just really looks like with that butterfly joint. You know, he's cocking way back. Getting ready to put some extreme force behind that punch. Which looks really, really good. And that's pretty much it for his accessories. So here are, for my comparison, my Thunderbolts Luke Cage from the San Diego Comic-Con Thunderbolt set, and the Luke we're taking a look at. So you can see the drastic difference between these two bodies and how far they've come. I really love the Thunderbolts Luke Cage. That storyline is one of my favorites, and just having that set was just really awesome to me. But man, this body was the Hyperion body, and it just looks, I don't know. I wish we can get this new one in this look, but I doubt it. I don't know if they'll revisit that or not. But this one has the pins, and you can see the pin is in black, and it breaks the color right there. So you got the brown skin, and all of a sudden you got this black pin showing through. You've got this weird anatomy in the chest area. I mean, look how much more natural this looks. They've been doing a really good job as far as making their sculpts look more natural. I was pretty happy when I got this cage, though. A lot of it has to do with, again, that being like one of my favorite stories. But man, the proportions, the more you look at it, it's just like, man, it's kind of weird. This new cage is just a tad bit taller. Really, really small. But this older one is like really, really bulky. I like the way this Luke's arms can relax down a little bit more. This one's almost always flare down. I just like the overall look of this one here. I mean, if I could put these wristbands on it and just call it a day in my Thunderbolts, then I'd be fine. But yeah, I wish they would do that. Pretty crazy seeing them side by side. But because I had this cage, I didn't really want another one. I think, what is there? The Netflix one, the Amazon one. They have the red shirt. I don't have any of those to compare with this one, so I don't know if there's any differences or if those were the same body, just repainted or something. But I know this one is like exactly the way that I did want them. With the yellow shirt, the blue jeans. Looks really, really nice. And that's pretty much the only comparison I can do between the two, because they don't come with many accessories. So overall, I really like this set. I think these are the best versions of these looks for them that have been made. The Iron Fist is on a really great body. I love that with the diaphragm cut and the ab crunch. Those bodies are just killing, and stuff you see on Spider-Man and some of the other characters. And then you got Luke Cage. This Luke Cage looks really awesome. I really love it. The proportions look right. Just really strong looking. I love that figure. That's a really nice one. And again, another reason why I wanted this set, because I haven't picked up a Luke Cage figure in a little while, and I think this was the best one that's been out. So I love that look. The blue jeans is what I was waiting for too. The nice texturing through there. I mean, just an overall good looking figure. The Iron Fist is dope, comes with all the different hands, able to hit all kinds of poses. You can have so much fun with that game. And we haven't got that suit in a long time, and they nailed it. I do hope eventually that they make this version with that suit onto this body. I would absolutely love that, because this is still one of my favorite looks for him ever. And I just think it would be really, really cool to get him on there. Why waste it? Or at least try to use it, you know? So overall, just a really nice set. The paint, the articulation, everything about it, they're really cool. Like, Iron Fist comes with so much, you can have a lot of fun with it. Cage doesn't come with much, but you know, what he does come with works. So very cool. Hopefully you guys saw enough to kind of decide on whether you want to pick it up now. It is out now. Do you want to wait, play the waiting game on the set? I'm not sure, you know, but if you're not into them, you know you're not into them. But if you are, I think it's worth it. Pretty cool set. So I will catch y'all in the next one, and catch you later. Bye.